Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the ninth topic, that is measurement. So what is measurement? Measurement means counting, or we can say determination of amount. So in our day to day life, many a times we come across measurement of various things. So if we think of the definition for measurement, we can say a size, amount, etc. that is found by measuring is called as measurement. So what is measurement? Measurement means we count or we determine the amount of any object or anything, and this measurement is very important part of a human life, because in our day to day routine, in our day to day life, many a times we come across the measurement of various things. If we think for an example, then from early morning till the time we go to bed, we come across measurement of various objects. Maybe when in the early morning, many people have the habit of going for a walk. So suppose they go for a walk, and when they return back to their home, they tell their family members that today I walked for 2 kilometers. So what did they do? They measured the distance for how much they walked. Also, in every house, it is a habit to have a tea or milk in the morning. So where do we get this milk from? We go to a shop to buy the milk. And when we go to the shop, what do we say? Do we say give us a little milk? No. We tell them to give half liter milk. We ask for 1 liter milk. So the measurement of milk is done, and then the milk is given to us. Also, suppose we go to buy some vegetables. We buy the vegetables in kilos, half kilo, 1 kilo, 2 kilo. Same is the case with the fruits. The fruits are also bought in kilos, half kilo, right? Also, suppose you want to stitch a school uniform. So what do? You go to the shop, the cloth merchant, and what you tell? I want 2 meters of this cloth. So what is done? Measurement is done of each and everything that we buy. So measurement is a very important part of a human life, and the measurement of different objects is done in different units, right? Measurement of milk, it is done in liters. Measurement of vegetables, it is done in kilos. So the unit or the measurement is done in various different units. The unit for measurement is not the same for different objects, right? So in this topic, we are going to learn about the various units of measurement that are used by human beings in their daily life. So students, the first one is length, or we can say the distance, right? So the units which are used for counting or measuring length are kilometer. In short, we write it km. Meter, we write it m. Centimeter, we write cm. And millimeter, we write mm. And among all this, the standard unit for measuring length is meter, which is written in short form, it is written as m. Now I will show you some equipments which are used to measure the length. First, I will tell you which are the equipments that are used for measuring length. The equipments like scale, which we use regularly for drawing lines, it is a scale. It is 30 centimeter in length. A ruler, a big scale we can say, which is longer than the small scale that we use. Then the measuring tape. Measuring tape, you might have seen it in a tailor shop. The tailor uses the measuring tape to measure the size, to measure the length of your dress, how long dress you want, and all those things. He uses the measuring tape. Also, a meter rod is used in measuring the length. Now I will show you these equipments from your textbook, so that you get a better idea of how these equipments look like. Here you can see the equipments that are used for measuring length. Here you can see the meter rod. It is a metal rod, we can say, which is used in measuring length. Here you can see the scale. Here we have a measuring tape. right? And here you can see the distance that are long distances, like from city to city. How are they measured? They are measured in kilometers, right? And one interesting fact that I would like to discuss with you is Burj Khalifa is a tall building in Dubai, and it is said, or it has made a record, that it is the tallest building ever built in the entire world, and its height is about 828 meter high. So it is the tallest building in the world. So students, here you can see a small scale. This is used for measuring the length. This is 15 centimeter in length. So the distance of 15 centimeter can be measured using this small scale. Here you can see a scale which is larger in size. This is 30 centimeter in length. So a distance which is up to 30 centimeter can be measured using this ruler. Okay. Also, I would like to tell you some things. Centimeter, meter, kilometer and millimeter, these are the units of measurement. But which is the smallest unit of measurement? Millimeter, mm. It is the smallest unit of measurement. Greater than mm is centimeter, greater than centimeter is meter, and greater than meter is kilometer. So the distance between two cities, two villages, it is measured in kilometer, right? If you want to count or measure the length and width of some room, some classroom or any room at your home, we use the unit meter. Suppose you want to count a line segment, a line or a ray in your maths book, you make use of this small scale. If it is greater than 15 centimeter, maybe you want to count the or measure the surface of a table or the length of a book, notebook, then what do you use? You use such type of scale. So according to the distance or according to the length of that object, the unit is changing. If some objects are very smaller in size, a scale is enough for measurement of it. For measuring the rooms, a measuring tape is required. For measuring distance between two cities, a greater measurement unit is required, like kilometers, right? So the measuring unit changes as per the distance increases, or as per the length of the object, the measuring unit changes. And one more thing that I would like to tell you, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, right? And 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 1 meter can be divided into 100 equal parts, and each part is called as 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter can further be divided into 10 equal parts, and each part will be called as 1 millimeter. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is equal to 100 millimeter. Students, these are the units of measurements that are used today. But in the olden days, such measuring units were not available. Then how did the people, they measure the things or the objects? They made use of their body parts to measure the units. I will be showing you these measuring units, how these people made use of their body parts to measure the units. Maybe hand span or foot span, cubit. These were the units of measurement in the olden days when such scale, ruler, measuring tape or meter rod were not available. In your textbook, they have shown the pictures how the people, they made use of the body parts to measure the objects. Let us have a look at it. So students, as I told you, in earlier period, the people, they made use of their body parts. Here you can see hand span. The distance between these two fingers, it is called as the hand span. Here you can see the foot span. So the distance from this to up to this toe, it was called as the foot span. Here you can see the cubit. From the tip of the finger up to the elbow, it is called as cubit. Here you can see pace. So the distance between the two legs, it was called as the pace. But students, this method of measuring the length could not be considered as standard because the hand span of each person is not the same, right? Maybe someone's hand is bigger enough, then his hand span will be bigger, and the person who is having a small hand, the hand span, so the length of the hand span would differ from one person to another person, and so this method of measuring the length is not to be standard, and that is why the need for standard unit for measuring all the objects was very much necessary, and so the units of measurement developed. Now let us move on to the next unit of measurement, that is mass. Mass means the weight of any object or anything. Mass tells us about the heaviness or lightness of any object, and the mass of any object is measured in two units, that is kilogram. Here you can see kilogram. In short, we write it kg, and gram, that is g. So mass of objects which are less in weight are measured in gram, and the objects or the mass of any object which is greater in weight is calculated or is counted in kilograms. Suppose you go in the market to buy potatoes, onions, we buy it in kg, right? We don't buy it in grams, 100 gram, 200 gram. This is a very smaller unit. We don't buy onion in such small units because onion is a commodity or object which is required every day in the house, and so we don't buy it on a regular basis. We buy it in a bulk. We at least buy it half kg, 1 kg, 2 kg and more than that. But suppose we go to a jewelry shop, do we buy the gold in kgs? No. Also, because we don't buy the gold in kgs because it is very costly. So whenever we buy gold, we buy it in grams, right? 10 gram, 20 gram, 30 gram. So a commodity, maybe you buy a necklace, your mom, she buys a necklace, it is about 15 grams, it may be 20 grams, 30 grams, right? We don't buy it in kgs. Okay, so the commodities, some commodities they are bought in kgs, and some commodities, some objects or things, they are bought in grams. And there are various equipments which are used to calculate or to count this mass. Maybe it is a physical weighing machine. You might have seen this physical weighing machine at the market. The people who sell the vegetable sellers, they have these physical weighing machines. So also in the malls or in various places we have a weighing machine which weighs the weight of human beings, right? It is also a weighing machine. Also we have a tube like structure and it has a hook on it. That is also used for weighing the mass. Also nowadays many places we can see the electronic weighing machines, right? All these equipments, they are used in measuring the mass, the weight of the objects. And one more important point that I would like to explain you is 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So gram is the smaller unit of measuring mass, and kg is kilogram, it is the greater unit for measuring mass. Now I will show you the picture of the different weighing machines, the equipments which are used to weigh the objects. So students, here you can see the measuring equipments. Here is the weighing machine. You might have observed such weighing machines at various places. In malls we have it. At railway stations also you can see such weighing machines. Here is a physical balance. In Marathi we call it tarazu. Right? In olden days this was the equipment which was used for measuring of objects. Here you can see a spring balance. Yes, you might have seen such places. Such equipment is mostly used at the market yards where lot of vegetables or grains are taken. In such places we can see this spring balance. Here is an electronic machine. Such a machine you can see nowadays in various places, at the grocer shops, near the village vegetable markets also we can see such electronic machines.